we'll make this stuff. Right, you're still here, so I assume you want to see how we made it. So get yourself a piece of wood.
Get yourself a piece of wood. Get yourself a piece of wood.
That might be a bit narrow, so let me add a bit on there a minute. One piece of wood. Decide diameter of your bottle. So our diameters just say about there. Right. Get a razor blade. That's the only ones I got, so I'm going to use one of them. It's a circle. My bottle is there. It's just something and nothing, but it's nice to know where your bottle is, if you've got any bottle. So I'm putting one there, and you're leaving enough gap for a bottle. Okay. You know, that's a good gap. It's not super tight. And that goes there. Yeah. We're gonna drill some holes. This one won't, of course. Right, we got two bolts now stuck up. Right, we don't want them stuck up. So what we're going to do is sink them in. Just put these on just so I don't have to do the nut so far. But you knew that, didn't you? Put a nut on there. There was two nuts earlier, but and just tighten the nut. Until it pulls your head in. Loosen back off. And do the other one. Right, that's not bad. It's not going to scratch it. It's not going to scratch your table, is it? Right, all you're ending up with is two pillars. Now decide how big a strip of plastic you want is however many of them you put on there. So we're going 3 to 3, which is something like that. Could have been a bit closer, I think, but it'll be alright. It'll be alright. Stanley blade. Now you're going to put that Stanley blade there like that. Okay. You can snap the end off if you want, if you feel a bit safer. And I'm going to do that. show you. Okay, check as many washes as you've got on. Keep 2 off a minute. Now make sure you're free and free. Okay, I didn't say it was easy. Put 1 more washer on top of there, and then give me a nut. Now remember, this is sharp. I don't have to tell you twice, do I? And lock your blade in. Okay, that blade is locked in. 1, 2, 3, spacer for now. Stick a square nut. Oops, sorry lads. Put a nut on there. Make sure your blade is in there. See there? You can grind these off if you want. So, I got a plan, you see. I'm going to drill a hole in there, but slightly lean it, ever so slight. There, see it's cutting that side first, so come along this direction a little bit. Hang it over the edge like that, in between my handles down there. I got 2 handles and it'll hit the handle. Take that off, put that in, put that in. Sink another screw in. So, get your dowel, put a hook on the one end, and the plan is we need 1 more little washer, which is there. I'm going to screw a big washer and a little washer on the other end with the screwdriver. Where are we there? Try not to go too tight. You can if you want. The idea being now is when that's cutting, that is in there, slightly leaning. We might have to put a little peg underneath to make it lean like that. But then the idea is to tie a weight on the end of there. Nothing big, nothing too heavy. Just to pull that down. Like that, and then that's spinning. So let's start another one off. Come on, come here. Once you get started, as you see, it wants to go. So now we want to tie something under there. We've not too much weight on, just enough weight to say, oh, that's clever. So we want something beginning with, I wonder if I could use a bit of this shit. Right, something heavy but not too heavy. What about a bit of scaffolding? Tie that up. It's not great, but it's a start. Until you get the right weight, that's sitting there. Look. So now when I pull it, it's the paper, that's what it is. Once I pull it, I strip off. Right. Once you get there, you get there. Right, I think we've started. Drop your pin in. Put your weight on. And pull your looking lungs out. I'll stay here this time. So we got how much? How much? How much? So take your weight off. Take the weight off. So that's loose. It spins. That's jammed in there at, that is about, it's under a quarter, so you see it's the same all the way down. So I don't know if you've seen what they're doing with this stuff. Perhaps you're just here to take the pee out of me. What they're doing with this stuff, what the fuck's that now? If I can find the end, because I've tangled it all up. What they're doing with this stuff, ladies and gentlemen, is they're tying two things together. Excuse me, I'm a bit crazy today. They're tying things together like that. Alright. If I can get the end, that'll be pretty good. If I can show you what I'm doing, be pretty good as well. They're tying it up like that into a knot. Then somewhere on you, which you hear me say quite often, it's a lighter, and what they're actually doing is just warming that up now. And of course, plastic strings. So that then becomes very fucking tight. Try it like that. So you can use it for all sorts of thingies. See? And I'm telling you, that's pretty fucking good stuff, isn't it? So that's what they're doing, lads. I say they, what we're talking about actually is our Russian friends. I did this purely because I heard somebody say is anybody doing this in English because he can't understand the language. So make yourself a little weight. This is a 16mm dowel. Fits in here, which is in line with these two head bolts, so that will go in there. We was all waiting to see what happened when we got to the anvil, weren't we? Cut the edges off that razor blade because it nipped me twice. So now we got that. Do you want measurements? I'll give you measurements. Right. That's about 25. Okay, between head and head. That's a bit wide there. I reckon we could have closed up on there, which I think you probably could with a bit of twickery. Loosen that off. I think that might just push over that a bit, but it don't. So that must be full tauty. So let's undo this one. There you go. And I'm going to do it literally a bit fatter than a milk bottle, or a pop bottle in this case. So then you see the lines here where I drew the bottle. So it's dead in line with the bottle. Thing is, I haven't got a bottle to show you, but so that's where the bottle is, like that. And then this thing is now at a slight angle, so it's going to lean the bottle slightly over. So you want the bottle, make sure the bottle bottoms out either side of the blade. Okay. This thing is obviously just a bit, it's a bit longer than a bottle. So it goes, and then dangle a weight on. You could obviously put a spring, or I suggest an elastic band rather than a spring, because you just really want it the weight of your hand, so it's not a lot of muscle. It's not a lot of muscle going on. So that's the workings of it. I will do an update version. I'll do an update version of when I put a motor on it, and then we'll make this stuff. What I'm thinking of doing is, can you twist it several thousand times, several thousand layers, and it twist like that. You know, with that'd make one hell of a friggin' rope, wouldn't it? And what the Russians are doing with it is weaving it. Cut it wider and weave it back and, you know the score, you know how to do it. Back and forth like that, squared. There's lots of uses for this stuff. You want it? And that's it, my little chickens. Bit of blood, but I am the test dummy. So I'm going to shift it all up there, work on this motor, and we'll have a motor on you. Start the bottle off, stick it in, walk away, come back when it's done. Pointless to stand in here pulling a piece of bloody plastic when you can get somebody else to pull your plastic. So until the next time. And now for something completely different. You can use coach boats. You can use anything you fucking find. They used to call this the Stanley blade. From Actor to Stanley. Okay now. Be careful, will you please? I don't want you sending me your... I was I cut my finger off. Lord! I don't think I got a fat one. Get yourself a good screw. Baby, 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 yeah. Baby, 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 yeah. Didn't do them up tight. Don't see the point. Fucking stunk, whatever was in there. Right, that should fall through there now. Alright, I was joking. Pardon me. Something with a motor on. Don't know yet. Don't spread rumours. Right, let's see if the fucking thing works, bro. Must be great to be brainy. We're hoping to put that on there, through there, around there, across there, and that's gonna go through there. Okay, you fucker, what's happening? Work it out then, come on, work it out. Use your brain. Right, there you go. What it's telling me is to back the fuck up. Not fuck the fuck up, back the fuck up. We can work it out. Cut paste. You say, what's all them holes in that wood? Oh, it's me fucking about, boys. Trying to entertain you. I got blood. Oh, that looks nice. That looks like it should work. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. You must have the patience of a saint there, boy. Completely back to the drawing board, mate. I think I got it this time. Hello. Hello. Could have beat them in if you wanted to. Could have pressed them in if you wanted to. I like doing things the hard way. Bit of exercise. Could have been a bit closer, I think, but it'll be alright. It'll be alright. For fuck's sake. Stick a square nut. Oops, sorry lads. Oops, I hit you again. My battery went for some reason. It's all trial and error, isn't it, really? And we'll have a go now. Proper go. I still ain't got no fucking scissors. And I ain't got no fucking Stanley blades. It's the only blade I had. Right. The thing is, you want to get that pretty good. So, that was the worst cut I've ever done in my life. Once you get there, you get there.